Good afternoon, everybody. Anthony Aniano here from RotoBaller Radio and rotoballer.com with your fantasy baseball waiver wire for week 4 of your fantasy baseball season. The week beginning Monday, April 28th. Full disclosure, recording this on Thursday, April 24th. So you'll see some stats changed over the next couple of days, promotions, demotions, you name it, by the time this gets published on YouTube on Saturday. So some numbers may change a little bit, but nonetheless, they'll be available for you when you set your fab on Sunday evening. We'll start with some hitters available. And as always, by the way, Yahoo roster percentages, finding players available in 50% or more of Yahoo formats. Now, we'll start on the hitter side of things. We have a couple of Cincinnati Reds I wanted to mention today. Austin Hayes of the Reds outfield, 36% rostered, makes him 64% available. Comes back from injury and has done nothing but hit since rejoining the Reds lineup, hitting .361 with 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, and a stolen base on the season. If you need outfield help, a utility bat, Austin Hayes should skyrocket over 50% rostered after this upcoming waiver period. Also from Cincinnati, former Dodger top prospect Gavin Lux got traded to Cincinnati in the offseason and has done a nice job for the Reds hitting in the middle of that lineup. Austin Hayes, Gavin Lux, both hitting 4th or 5th usually, depending on the lineup structure. Gavin Lux, second base, outfield eligible, also middle infield eligible, available in 76% of Yahoo leagues. Over the last 14 days, Gavin Lux is hitting .429, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and a stolen base. On the season, the batting average is now up to .316 with those 12 now RBIs. If you're looking for a corner infield power source, Rhys Hoskins of the Milwaukee Brewers is surprisingly available in 65% of leagues. Now, last season he struggled. He hit .214, struck out about 29% of the time. This year that strikeout rate has dropped to about 20%, and on the season he's now hitting .273. Over the last 14 days, he's hitting .361. He's got 3 homers on the year, 12 RBIs, and a stolen base. This is a guy who's going to hit you 25 to 30 home runs in his sleep. The question becomes, what happens to the batting average? I don't expect it to stay .270, but a .245, .250 with his power does play. And finally, in deeper formats, one more hitter to consider, Eric Wagaman of the Miami Marlins, available in 93% of leagues. First base, third base, corner infield eligible. I added him in Tout Wars 15-team mix to take a third base for Mark Vientos, who was dealing with a groin injury. I didn't know what his status would be. And all Wagaman has done is hit. Over the last 14 days, .333, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, .274 now on the season with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Now, as far as some pitchers go, 3 starters and 3 relievers to be mindful of. First, the starters. Andrew Abbott of the Cincinnati Reds, available in 56% of leagues. I had him in leagues each of his first 2 seasons in the league, where he pitched to a sub-4 ERA. Started the season injured, so he didn't really get drafted. Right now, in 2 starts over the last 14 days, 11 innings, 16 strikeouts, and a 1.64 ERA. Okay, that strikeout rate is higher than it's ever been. His rookie year was okay. It was about 9. Last year was down in the 7s. This year, 16 Ks and 11 innings pitched. You love that uptick in strikeouts this season. He starts Friday, the 25th of April, at Colorado, so see how he does to adjust your fab according to that. And then he goes Wednesday the 30th against the St. Louis Cardinals. Veteran Tyler Anderson of the Los Angeles Angels is rostered in 32% of leagues. He's available in 68% of leagues. Over his last 14 days, 2 starts, 11 and 2/3 innings, 12 strikeouts, has not given up an earned run in either of those starts. He's picked up a win in both. On the season, just about a K per 9, 21 strikeouts and 21 and 2/3 innings, a 2.08 ERA on the year, and a 1.06 whip. Now, he pitches on Thursday, so he's already pitched. He's pitching shortly after this recording. You'll know his stats by the time you see this in that game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, adjust the fab accordingly. His next start is going to be also Wednesday the 30th at the Seattle Mariners. And finally, my third starting pitcher to mention is youngster Matthew Liberatore of the St. Louis Cardinals, available in 83% of leagues. This is a former top prospect of the Cardinals. Kind of didn't produce, was slated for maybe a middle relief role, but here he is in the Cardinals rotation and maybe, just maybe, finally living up to the potential people saw in him. Over his last 14 days, 2 starts, 13 strikeouts, in 12 2/3 innings pitched with a 1.42 ERA, a whip of 0.87, and 1 win. On the season now, 24 strikeouts in 25 innings pitched with a 3.60 ERA and a whip of 1. His start is tomorrow, Friday the 25th, against Milwaukee, and then Thursday, May 1st, against the Cincinnati Reds. Now, 3 relief pitchers to be mindful of who potentially could take over as closers due to the struggles of the current closer. First is in the Bronx, where Devin Williams is pitching to a 7.88 ERA, and Luke Weaver is available in 63% of leagues. On the season, 13 strikeouts in 13 innings, has not given up an earned run, and has 2 saves on the year. Second is Cade Smith of the Cleveland Guardians. Emmanuel Clase has an ERA of 7.84 on the season. Clase is also dealing with a shoulder situation. Cade Smith has picked up each of the last 2 saves for the Cleveland Guardians. He's got 16 strikeouts in 13 innings pitched. With those 2 saves, he's striking out over 30% of the batters he has faced, and he has a 1.38 ERA. And finally, in San Francisco, where Ryan Walker has a 7.27 ERA, former All-Star, bombed out, hit the minors, comes back. Camilo Doval is available in 79% of leagues, and he too has the last 2 saves for the San Francisco Giants. 8 strikeouts in 11 innings pitched, 2.45 ERA, and 4 saves on the season. So be mindful of those players who could shortly take over the closer role for their teams. So to recap, hitters to add for week 4 of your fantasy season: Austin Hayes, Gavin Lux, Rhys Hoskins, and Eric Wagaman. Pitchers to add: Andrew Abbott, Tyler Anderson, Matthew Liberatore, and relievers: Luke Weaver, Cade Smith, and Camilo Doval. As always, everybody, head over to rotoballer.com right now. Check out everything we have there. Sign up for any of our premium passes. Use the promotional code ACES. Like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Download the RotoBaller app. It is completely free. And give me a follow on X at @Aniano Fantasy. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio.